Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, bringing you into the map bands. You have Lurk Patrol versus Minion Miners here. We have Dragonshire for the first map. We do have bands of Tomb of the Spider Queen, Garden of Terror, Alterac Pass, and Volskaya Foundry. All right, so for those tuning in, we are having Lurk Patrol versus Minion Miners. We have the 7th place team versus the 1st place team in Division A West. And this is the last playoff game of the general season before playoffs. So once this game is done, playoff bracket will be decided. And from what I gather, the results of this match won't necessarily change the playoff standings, but still a good match to cast just because, from what I hear about Division A West, they're very strong with the macro play. Whereas on the other side, Division A East is much stronger in the team fighting side. So we just got some friendly chat going on here before we get started. I know that currently, right now, too, there's a lot of Division A, Division B, and Nexus people playing in houses too. So if you're tuning in and you're in one of those divisions and you'd like to join us for some in houses on Saturdays and Wednesdays, free to shoot me a message in chat, and I'll give you guys a link to the Discord. All right, so it looks like both teams are ready, and we're going into game one of Dragonshire, Lurk Patrol versus Minion Miners. Now, it'll be interesting to see, since quote unquote this match doesn't affect the playoff standings, will both teams do sort of like meme comps or practice other comps that they have never tried before, or maybe just try to hide strategies that they may use, if not in the first or second round of the finals, maybe of the playoffs in the final or the grand final rounds. So we have Lurk Patrol here with the first ban and first pick. All right, Sonya Deathwing band with a Maiev band from Minion Miners. The Maiev band is interesting, and the Garrosh band too. Not common bands you see, I think in many leagues. But we have Gunny with the KT pick. Now, when I see a Maiev Garrosh band, what it says to me is that the team fight ability and also the one shot, one target pick ability of Lurk Patrol is relatively strong. But if there is any chance for a one shot, we have Uther being banned by Weskra. And we have double support just right off the bat. Lily and Uther by Himibo and Westgrow specifically. So now what we have is we do have Ana open for Lurk Patrol to try to mitigate uh, the double support healing, but we do have Uther and Lily, which Lily it doesn't have the fastest healing, and Uther's only burst healing. So, Lurk Patrol could go with damage over time. It looks like we have Malfurion and Artanis. So both strong picks here. Malfurion will be able to enable the Kael'thas with the Innervate. Artanis, I've been seeing early in the season pretty commonly picked for the solo lane, especially if they go either the amateur opponent to get more minion or more merc camps captured, or if they go for the quest build, like going against Misha or Hoggard, stacking out the wazoo. Mei is banned, so just really bottlenecking the tanks for Lurk Patrol here. And Alex Strazaban. Interesting. I wonder if Lurk Patrol thought that there was going to be a triple support option. The main thing with double support or even triple support is the macro play is very hard to come by. So double support, triple support, they could get really good control of the objectives, but in terms of mercenary camp clears, soaking lanes is much tougher. And Uther and Lily aren't known for being really good macro players. So we have Gazlo up in the solo lane against Artanis here, and then followed by Cheese and Rice. Here we go. We have Ace on the Medivh with Stitches. I can only assume this is Stitches Gorge into Portal, right into the safety of their own forts. And Karazim. Yeah, so we have a triple support by Murderin. And here we go. We have a fishing comp by Lurk Patrol. So Stitches will be fishing for that hook, looking for those picks. And Artanis also has that fishing ability too. They're not going to be really hard engaging or counter engaging with this team. While on the Minion Miner side, I mean, triple support, they're really enabling the Vala. So in this game, it's going to be a lot of, can Lurk Patrol really disrupt the ability of Minion Miners to not be comfortable having that Vala just constantly whacking away at the enemy team? Now, Gazlo versus Artanis, I feel like it could be pretty even. It seems like it's a skill matchup just because in terms of the sustain there, they both have their shields. Let me change my hotkeys really quick. But I'd be interested to see how the soul lane matchup goes too. So on the side of Lurk Patrol, we have Ektar on the Malfurion, Ace on Kael'thas, Harnock on Artanis, Roomboy on Stitches, and finally, we took our game 2 comp. And who's on Medivh? I gotta look this up. Gunny is on Medivh. While on the side of Minion Miners, have Murderin on Karazim, Cheese and Rice on the Vala. We have Marshall on Gazlo, Himibo on the Lily, and finally Cheese and Rice playing the hyper carry Vala. We have both teams going in the mid lane now. Oh, Stitches hook, and we do have Ektar following up the Stitches. A nice switch by the Artanis there. Artanis will get stunned quite a bit, down to 800 HP. We'll be able to get out Marshall at low HP, but we'll be able to get healed up pretty quickly with this triple support. And Gazlo already going up top with Artanis, because again, with triple support, the macro play is going to be really tough. And you can see here in the middle lane, there's still a minion wave that needs to be cleared. And what's going to make it even tougher is that with Medivh's portals, the rotation is going to be even more quicker in terms of getting that macro play there. Okay, Westgraw gets pulled in, but Himibo gets stuck right in the middle. We do have a living bomb that's getting spread. Himibo at 300 HP, and Medivh, the gunny, getting the final kill on Lily. Nice kill by Medivh there. We have Medivh at 11 stacks right now. Interestingly enough, I did say that merc camps are going to be tough, but Vala did go the Hungering Arrow build, which I can only assume will be a merc camp build, especially if you get it at 4, 7, and I believe 13. Here we go. Vala, Cheese, and Rice going for their own merc camps, while Ace and Ektar are getting the merc camps on their own side. Meanwhile, up top, looks like Arna looking for a swap, but Marshall's going to be pretty good at healing up and going to be really effective at getting zone control because that wave is pushing pretty hard, pretty well, not hard, top. Westgra trying to cap against 4 heroes. And Roomboy look for a hook. And it looks like no Cheese and Rice and Humbo coming in, so we have to have two supports coming in against this 4-man. Meanwhile, up top, Marshall covering the top objective pretty well, and Murderin on this bot camp. Murderin did go the Iron Fist build, so we'll be able to take those camps not too slowly. I mean, but with the Living Bomb, not going to spread it. And as you can see here, the bottom wave already cleared out by Lurk Patrol. With a siege camp, that's going to be pretty hard. Oh, Broom Boy just misses the hook on Cheese and Rice and Wesgra here. We have Murderin almost done with this camp, about half HP. They'll be taken up, which will help Marshall up in this top lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it's 4 versus 3 here, mainly because Murderin is still stuck on that camp. Nice hook and sleep. And Cheese and Rice going to be taken down by the Living Bomb by Ace. Very nice combo by Boy and Gunny there, confirming that kill. Up top, looks like Murder's going to try to gank the Artanis here with this push. So while blue team has the bot, Harnock is going to be in a little bit of trouble top. Nice body block by Murder and Marshall there. It's going to be probably top wall down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Gunny, Ektar, and Ace are taking this bottom camp for Lurk Patrol. Good hook onto Hemibo. There's a zoning route there. And Hemibo looking really low, but gets bursted healed by Westgra here. Cheese and Rice coming in to provide some damage. The Hungering Arrow misses, and while Ace captures bot, it looks like on top, yeah, Gazel's going to get the top wall, looking for that fountain too. Most likely we'll get it. And there was a route, nope, Harnock won't be able to defend that fountain. So while Ace is clearing the mid lane, we do have a 3v3 down bot. Control is for Lurk Patrol though. Meantime, we do have the Merc camp pushing now. One thing with this is that because the wave is so pushed up by Lurk Patrol, we have these minions just hitting on the minion miners heroes. That's gonna, that damage definitely adds up. As you can see, 3 heroes on minion miners are at half HP, but again, it's triple support, so they're pretty strong in sustaining against that. Meanwhile, up top, Marshall trying to put the finishing touches on the fort, Harnock making sure to get that camp out. Harnock did go amateur opponent to help with Merc camps, but just doesn't have enough time to get the Merc camps just because he's so busy clearing the top lane. Now we do see a gank potential up top. Marshall stuns out Harnock, and Marshall trying to do some fancy footwork here, dodges the flame strike, and Murder with the heal. Marshall going down to 100 HP, Ace at 60 HP. Does Murder have one more dash? Does it have a dash for another 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and won't be able to get that kill on Kael'thas. Meanwhile, Medivh has finished these stacks of 40 on Master's Touch. Or I guess Arcane Rift here. So Gunny's going to be able to output a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, Murderin gets a kill top, confirms the top objective for Minion Miners, while bot lane's still for the Lurk Patrol. In terms of levels, not too far in terms of level leads. We do have Minion Miners slightly back with maybe an 8th HP down, H experience down. And main tank Uther has completed the quest here while Weskra is going to try to clear this camp. And it's just going to take so long for Weskra to clear his camp. Meanwhile, down bot, while the camp is being taken, the walls are just going down with a big minion wave. Ektar gets stunned, protected. Ektar's looking in a slightly low position. Can Ektar take the portal? And it can't click on the portal, unfortunately, because of all the heroes just clumped around. Probably clicked on a hero instead. Now, we do have 5 members bought from Minion Miners here. And Gazel is slowly going top to capture that dragon, but looks like Harnock on the Artanis will be able to delay the capture here. Meanwhile, down bot, we do have a Gorge on Uther. Gunny's ult misses. And Wesgra was maybe able to leave, unless Wesgra Gunny gets stunned. No, he's going to be able to get out. Cheese Rice pops the ult, what is it called? Strafe, but no one on Lurk Patrol able to be killed. There's an advantage here. Uther's not going to be up for another 10 seconds, and it's going to take another 10 seconds to rotate on down. Meanwhile, up top, Marshall playing the easy macro game here, taking the wave top while also capping the top objective. And then Murderin trying to just wail on the backline here while Broomboy trying to take control of this bottom objective. We do have a 4v3 now in the favor of Lurk Patrol. The dragon comes out from Lily Himibo looking really low but healed up by Wezgra. We do have the 7-sided strike coming out, not confirming any kills. Nice hook by Murderin on Murderin there, and Murderin will be able to get out. Nice heals from Wezgra and Lily there. Uther gets slept, and Murderin's going to have to back. This is going to be a 4v3 down bot. Harnog is having a tough time keeping up with the macro here. I mean, there's going to be XP being missed out from the Gazlo here, so Harnog has to pick it up, but that means that there's no one to pick up the mid soak. Meanwhile, we do have a scuffle down bot as Volla gets taken out. The Leyline Seal taking 2. We do have a nice 3-person root. Wezgra peeling with the Divine Storm. I really like the play of Wezgra there. And Broomboy just trying to get some more damage, looking for a hook in 2 and 1. Hook is up. Forge is still down for 36 seconds though. But here comes the hook on Wezgra. Nice, followed by Ektar, but a good cleanse from Himibo onto Wezgra there. And Wezgra down to 200 HP. Gunny, oh, not quite in range to give out a Q. Now here comes Marshall on the backside here. Marshall does have an ult in 2. And the Tranquility comes out. Ektar looking really low here. Just getting hit so much by Cheese and Rice. Gets the final confirmed kill on Himibo. Now Gorge is not out for another 2 seconds. But these 3 are looking pretty low. And Himibo has no more mana left on the Lily. So the Lily will have to hearth pretty soon here. Gunny getting hit by Murderin. And looks like Harnog going to be able to get top lane. Marshall just going to skirmish and take more control of that top objective. Himibo does have to go back. And Broomboy will take control of this objective. Now we do see Murderin trying to gank the Artanis Chop just like last time. And Harnog sees it maybe a little too late. And the swap from Harnog to get out of harm's way. Marshall is a little bit too far back to help with any confirmed kills. Now, meanwhile, we have a 3-person root protected, by the way, with Cheese and Rice putting out the strafe here. Oh, Broomboy doesn't quite get the hook, but we do have a 5 versus 5 down here. Murderin with the flank. Ektar gets stunned. The 7-side strike comes on out. We do have a silence, a Divine Storm coming out, and Ektar gets taken out. Marshall looking really low here, but we do have it not. Oh, and then Stitches goes down from Volla. Cheese and Rice just going ham here. Harnog gets protected and takes the portal out. And here we go. Minion Miners, they're just basically playing to the team comp. What the Lurk Patrol is just doing is playing into the triple support comp, which is team fighting out the wazoo. So what Minion Miners will have to do is just try to take advantage of the macro now that they've won the team fights. Lily is capturing the bot, while Cheese and Rice Murdered and Wesker are taking the siege camp here. We have Dragon Knight spawning up. Both members that died from Lurk Patrol are up now. Harnog and Ace hiding in the bushes. And the swap, Murderin gets stunned. 7-side strike comes on out, but Murderin will be able to dash on out here. Broomboy looking for a hook, doesn't quite have it. Gorge is up though. So Gorge would be pretty helpful right now. Now, Harnog gets the swap on Cheese and Rice. Unstoppable, gets cleansed. And we do have a root Leyline Seal comes on out with the Tranquility from Ektar here. Marshall right in the middle of the team as the blinds come from Arthas. Nice kill from Medivh. And there was a hook on Murderin here. Ace comes on in. Now, while this is happening, we do have a siege camp pushing the bot lane here. The siege camp looks like we'll be confirming that bot fort kill. So Himibo will be going down 2. That's 2 down. That's 2 versus 1 from Minion Miners. But Cheese and Rice does get the Dragon Knight here, which is a big plus because the Dragon Knight may be able to get some macro advantage here. Because there's only 1 fort in mid. Now, Ace, Gunny, and Broomboy will have a tough time trying to defend against this. But Harnog trying to get the flip, trying to get the swap, doesn't go for that option. Broomboy has hook in 4, but Broomboy does get hit out. So no more Stitches right now. Nice protected and swap out. Oh, but the Divine Storm prevents any shield that can be procced by Artanis there. And Stitches just keeps on getting bunted out there. The fountain is still up for this mid fort from Lurk Patrol. It looks like Murder tries to go for a hit, but realizes it's just too late. Dragon Knight down to 700 HP, 300 HP, and Cheese and Rice is out. Hypercarry Vala here, ready to go on duty. And Ektar caught in a tough place. And we have 5 members of Minion Miners here. Oh, we have the nice portal out right before Gazlo gets the stun there, and we have a sleep and stun and kill on Hemibo. Nice Lily kill from Lurk Patrol here. Now they have to try to take advantage, steal some camps, get some more map pressure, because they are down 16s. Broomboy has hook up. Remember, Gorge is up in 45 seconds here. We have an invade from Lurk Patrol. Marsh Hole right in the middle of the enemy team. Tanking Ektar being hit by the flank from Murderin here. Murderin gets rooted. We have a 4-person sleep. Medivh does go down. Oh, what an unfortunate turn of events. A 4-person root. Now we have a Gazlo 2-person stun here. Ektar gets taken down. Broomboy just has to walk away. Ektar does have the hook. No Gorge though for another 12 seconds. And the team Murder is just too mobile for any type of Stitches and Gorge combo. So we have an invade. Harnog sees the retreat ping, gets stunned by Westgra. We have the stun, Divine Storm, and definitely an overextension. Very bold of Artanis there to try to get that camp with 5 up, especially the lane pressure strongly on the side of Minion Miners here. That's going to be a stolen camp from Minion Miners. We have the Gorge. Now there is no Malfurion follow-up here, so Murder will be able to get out in time. Can Ace time a Flame Strike? Oh, we have a nice root. Oh, nice cleanse mid-air by Minion Miners here from Marshall. Really good play. And so you have 7-side strike. Murder gets rooted, gets slept, and the Gazlo stun doesn't quite hit. We have 5 people pushing mid, and there's some lane pressure top and bot with the Merc camps too. But what Minion Miners decides to do is instead go for the objective, go for the easy cap. Very nice. I gotta say, very nice cleanse of Marshall's hook. From I wasn't sure who it was. Let's see. Do we have cleanse? We don't have cleanse from Karazim. And we do have cleanse from Uther. So Uther and Lily with the cleanses there. So Uther used the cleanse. So nice cleanse by Westgra to save the hook. Medivh does get a kill on the Lily here. This is going to be a defensive Dragon Knight. Ektar, caught between that Divine Storm. Gunny is tough. Getting hit too. Looks like Gunny will be able to get out. Murder trying to get the switch, but Broomboy is taken down. We have a Dragon Knight pushing into this bottom fort. Gets taken out. Leyline Seal for the peels. Nice job by Gunny saving Harnog there. Now, this is a 4v3 in favor of Minion Miners, so they will try to go for this bot wall here. If they can get a keep, that would be amazing. Just more lane pressure as 20s are almost online for Minion Miners. Harnog gets kicked again. And it looks like the gate will still be alive. Dragon Knight at 2000 HP. Harnog switching in, gets kicked out. Murderin doesn't quite get the kill on Gunny because of protected. And that is bye-bye Dragon Knight. Now this is 20s, so Lurk Patrol has to play kind of safe. But Broomboy looking for a hook. Fish that hook on the Uther. Oh, and the Gorge comes out. Ektar already used the... Oh, his Divine Storm comes out. Ektar already used the root, but it looks like they'll be able to get West or anyways. Now, this is a Divine Storm level 20 upgrade, so no redemption on Uther. So Uther will be out for 60 seconds. Lurk Patrol coming in aggressive. Broomboy has hook in 3. And they try again to invade this camp. A switch from Harnog on Hemibo. Murdered on the back line, just bullying Ektar here. Ektar already at half HP. There is a siege camp given up to Lurk Patrol. Artanis looking really low here. Hemibo just blinding and staying alive. Artanis does go down. That's a 3-person sleep with a ley line. Does Ace have anything? No, just has living bombs here. Cheese and Rice looking really low. Marshall gets stunned out by Ace. Nice KT stun. Oh, and the hook barely misses. Would have confirmed the kill on Marshall there. Then he comes on out, hits. Nice job confirming kill on Vala. That's 3 heroes down. Uther coming on up, but there is no hyper carry for Minion Miners. So this is their time to push as hard as they can, especially since Gazlo is up top getting the Merc camp. And what do they decide to do? There's some indecision. Looks like instead of pushing, they're trying to get the lanes to come up. That is some time wasted from Lurk Patrol. I mean, I know they have top pushing pretty hard with one catapult. We have one mid bot trying to get 20s here. That is bot port down, the first building for Lurk Patrol. And they're just walking away. They're not trying to capture the advantage they just had. And so Lily and the hypercarry Vala's going to be up in 15 seconds. I did say that the macro play would favor Lurk Patrol because of the wave clear, but and because of the team fighting, hook comes out. No, that's not a level 13 hook. What does that is a level 13 hook. We have Divine Storm on Broomboy here. Broomboy able to take a chunk of damage, get stunned out, stunned twice, and the lane line seal up for the nice 3-person root. So that's a nice peel to try to get the kill on Marshall. Marshall gets pulled down here. Does Ektar have another root? Root is not up for Ektar for another. Oh, now root is up. Ace getting hit, Ektar getting hit, and Broomboy just getting totally hit. That's because it's a 4v5. Artanis is trying to capture the dragon, but Artanis is getting delayed by the minion wave. Not so sure if that was the right play. I mean, trying to go for the Dragon Knight, they were losing the team fight just whole-handedly there. So either Lurk Patrol had to just walk away, or Artanis had to come join the team fight. But again, it's tough with the triple support here. Hemibo Dragon comes on out with a damage Lily twice, not once, but twice on Harnock. And there's a stun on Ace. Nice root. But the keep is taken out before they can do any damage. This is a 3v5, so Lurk Patrol has to be pretty careful about coming on in. Yeah, hey, Jacob Schlu. Glad to have you in the stream, man, cheering on these teams. The lane lines are good. I will say that Medivh's lane lines have been peeling the team pretty well, as Ektar's roots. Speaking of plays here, we do have Gazlo capturing the top, and Ektar and Harnock taking an aggressive stance on this minion wave here. Ace, instead of helping out, decides to, the hook misses, and Ektar with the follow-up root. And they decide to give up the minion camp. So this dragon, potential to go core here. So the Dragon Knight is going to march straight bot. They can get 1, ideally 2 kills on Lurk Patrol. It's going to be GG. So Marshall chasing Broomboy back. In terms of Stitch's level 20, definitely more sustained healing build. Lane goes out with the root on the Vala here. The strafe doesn't get that much value, but the Dragon Knight is just hitting, balking on that core. Divine Storm, big Divine Storm comes out. Ektar gets hit by all of 11 of the 7-sided strike here. Dragon Knight is looking pretty low, but that is 1 hero down. Broomboy eats the Uther there, and there are tower shots getting taken on Minion Miners. Murden gets hooked, but Gunny looking low. So with Harnock, Medivh goes down. Cheese and Rice gets cleansed. The core is down 8,000. And that's an Artanis down. That's 3 down. No, Broomboy is going to go down 2. This is 5 versus 1. And the core goes down from 2,000 all the way to 0 GG. Hey, Mrs. Windup Bird. Hello, Bandit. Really tough position for Lurk Patrol to be in there. As we wait for the next game to come up, I mean, What can I say? Double support, especially with the Vala Hypercarrion. I will say that Marshall did some really good job, like in terms of damage there, setting up some skills with the stuns. But I will say that the CC from Westgra and Gazlo Marshall helped set up a lot of easy hits from Cheese and Rice to just Hungering Arrow, the team that was right in the middle. Unfortunately, even though there were some good hooks, the hooks just seem to always land on the Karazim, whose mobility is just insane, right? With the, I believe the increased radiant dashes, yeah. So, yeah, increase radiant dashes at 7. It's tough. I mean, I will say that in terms of this comp, the wave clear was just definitely more on the side of Lurk Patrol. So she got the Kael'thas, Stitches has an awesome wave clear. And if they had the rotation mid and bottom, maybe a hook here or there to kind of separate the enemy team, could have pulled it out, but I think there's just too many split fights. A lot of times, Lurk Patrol is going in 4v5, and either someone was capturing an objective or capturing a merc camp, while the rest of the team was trying to fight 4v5 into a triple support comp, which is already a losing battle. So, well, nicely played triple support from Minion Miners as we go into the game 2. It's going to be on Braxis Holdout. Hey, Tom Peace, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. So, thank you for the viewers turning in right now. So, we have Lurk Patrol versus Minion Miners. As I update the scores, Minion Miners did win game 1 on Dragonshire. And we won game 2, Braxis Holdout. Something that I always enjoy about watching Braxis Holdout is what the solo lane picks are going to be. I mean, I haven't seen much Rexar, but then again, I haven't seen much Braxis Holdout too. So this map, which was, we'll figure out who picked it in a second, but I really feel like if they decide to run triple support again down bot, it's just going to be playing perfectly into Minion Miner's hands because it's a forced teamfight bot. There's really no lanes to rotate to. While we're waiting, let's take a look at the standings for Division A West. That doesn't work. Whoops. There we go. So right now we have Minion Miners, the first place team on the right side against Lurk Patrol, which is the 7th place team. And because of the points, there's not going to be much in terms of changes in the playoffs, but this is the last general season game before playoffs. And so I'm not sure how this is. Does Minion Miners get the bye? I'll assume Minion Miners gets the bye, so then boosted bonobos would be against Lurk Patrol in the first round, better than bots against match ready, and then Maneval against Nature's Cure here. But we see here that Minion Miners pretty far ahead, 5 points ahead, and a pretty close matchup between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. So it'll be an interesting playoff to watch in the between these 3 teams especially. But, you know, anything can happen in playoffs in terms of who comes out. Sir Mac of Cheese, welcome to the stream. Thanks for cheering on these 2 wonderful teams here. Sir Mac of Cheese says, Minion Miners may run a 2-3. There's no bye. Okay. So I'm not sure then how they would do. I'm totally open to someone educating me what happens if it's a 1 through 7 as opposed to 1 through 8, or maybe it's just the top 6. Sarmac of Cheese is top 4 in the playoffs. Ah, man, that's unfortunate. That's like less games for A West. Because in Division A East we have eight teams, and so it's or more than 8 teams. So yeah, we got tons of A East playoff games, and there's a lot of playoff games for A East being casted next week. So if you're in Division A, be sure to tune in. May run a 2-3. So for those in chat who don't know what a 2-3 is, that's 2 top, 3 bottom. So maybe, you have 2 self-sustained heroes, like heroes that can sustain their HP really well with self-healing abilities top. Whereas down bot, you have like a tank, maybe a strong bruiser, a DPS, and a healer. So if we see a 2-3, that'll be a pretty cool thing to see from Minion Miners. One thing that could Lurk Patrol could take advantage of is, yeah, they might be losing the solo lane, but that is a 4v3 down bot. So it can be kind of like a give and take. So if there's a 2-3, then what Lurk Patrol can do is run a 4-man comp that has good siege, more siege than, say, team fighting. That way they know they can win the team fight, assumingly, down bot. So if they can take the wall before the top 2 heroes up top from Minion Miners beats out the solo lane, it could be a pretty fast trade in favor of Lurk Patrol. All right, so first pick goes to Minion Miners here. Last game, there was also Maiev Garrosh ban from Minion Miners. So that can only help me assume that maybe Lurk Patrol just likes playing fishing comps. Garrosh fishing with the throw, Stitches fishing with the hook. And we have a strong solo lane pick, Murderin in the top lane as Rexar. Sonya and Deathwing were also banned last game by Lurk Patrol. AWest, so Sir Mac of Cheese says AWest does a double round robin, which might be why our playoffs are shorter. I guess that's cool. Then you get to play each other twice. Sort of, right? I kind of like that because then you get to know the people in your division like really well. That's what I've been liking about Division A. It's because maybe it's the in-houses or maybe we're just really cool, but I've got to know Division A East people pretty well, and yeah, it's like been fun. We've been doing scrims against other A East people, but yeah, I'm assuming that in A West, like you guys are experiencing the same thing, where because you guys see each other more often in games, then there's some camaraderie there, right? All right, so we have macro comp here being drafted on Brax's holdout by Minion Miners. And the Cho'Gall comes out for Lurk Patrol. They are here to entertain everybody. Okay, here we go. We have Abathur Lost Vikings with a Samuro. So not only is the macro potential is there to take camps, especially with the Lost Vikings and the Samuro, but you also have a lot of mobility. Abathur, of course, having the global hat. The Samuro able to go up and down like pretty quickly. There is no solo lane though. Looks like Gunny and Broomboy will have to go solo lane, while Zul'jin, Lily, and Ariel will have to just try to take the other lane here. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, I kind of fear the side of Lurk Patrol because Zul'jin is a late game hero, and Cho'Gall is also late game. I mean, once at 16, assuming they go the purple ball talent, whatever it's called, it's gonna be Oh, especially on a map that really focuses on early game like Brax's Holdout, gonna be kind of tough. Ms. Windover, yes, a Nazebo just for you. You're tuning in just in time here. All right, speaking of which, let's call out these teams we have on the side of Lurk Patrol, Ace on Zul'jin, Harnock on Lili. We have now Brony, Broany on the Cho'Gall, and Ektar on Ariel. And 4 Minion Miners, Cheese and Rice on Abathur, Wesker on Nazebo. That's Miss Windup Bird's favorite hero. Marshall on the Samuro, and Himibo on the Vikings, while Murderin takes on the Rexar. So here we go. We have, looks like Nazebo, Abathur, bot. They're going to be going against Ace. Now, there are no blinds against Ace, so Ace will stack up hopefully pretty quickly. Looks like it's going to be a Lili and Zul'jin top, while Brony and Ariel will try to take bot. So pretty strong bot comp for Lurk Patrol. So we'll see hopefully if Ace and Harnock can just keep the top lane neutralized. Bring up the talents here. Let's see, we do have a damaged Lili here. And Vikings going tank. Carapace build. So we have shield build for Abathur. Okay. Just a little bit more sustained from Abathur here. And Westcross is also a late game hero with the Nazebo. So if Brony and Ektar can get the advantage, they can get this wall down pretty quickly. And there doesn't seem to be a sign of rotation from Minion Miners from the top camp here. Ace is going to stack like heck on the Sumuro. So it looks like Sumuro is going to be going down bot here. Amiibo trying to control 2, has another Viking that's kind of sitting, eating a chicken leg. Meanwhile, down bot Brony getting flanked by Marshall here. So it looks like Brony will be, oh, looks like an early blue advantage for Lurk Patrol, but Ace looking pretty low to the 200 HP. And nice healing by Harnock on the Ace, and there's a Viking kill. There's a plus. We also have this objective being up to 40% for Minion Miners. So looks like Samuro taking the siege camp for a little bit more push. It's going to be tough because Zul'jin doesn't have that much wave clear. Harnock gets stunned out by Misha, but no confirm on that. Brony with the Cho'Gall pushing hard bot here, and this is exactly how Lurk Patrol wants this game to be played here. That is a gate down. Meanwhile, there's a objective being captured for Lurk Patrol. That's 50% versus 0. Ace at 7 stacks out of 30 for You Want Axe Quest. Zul'jin gets stunned, but there's no follow-up, unfortunately. Amiibo getting just quested on by Ace. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we do have the wall about to go down. Bottom turn goes down. The top turn will also go down too. And Cheese and Rice looking in a very precarious position here as Brony takes the fountain too. A top objective gets taken up for Minion Miners as there's a big rotation bot with the Misha, and looks like the Vikings were about to go down, but Misha's heading down instead. Wesker, no mana here. Wesker will have to either tap. Does Wesker have a tap? No, Wesker does not have a tap. You have Vikings sitting on the point top. Lurk Patrol does have the top bot, sorry. Lurk Patrol does have the top lane. That's because almost the entire team of Minion Miners has rotated bot, but Cho'Gall able to just do some damage. Now, they are going, Minion Miners not too worried about the objective because Samuro is going to be taking this camp here down bot, stealing it away from Lurk Patrol. Meanwhile, it looks like a push top on the wall from Ace and Harnock here that they do take the top turn down. It's looking pretty difficult for Minion Miners here. So Ektar just keeping Brony alive here, the Cho'Gall alive here pretty well. Looks like a rotation by Sumuro back top. And it's just a lot of rotations from Minion Miners here. There's just a lot of time from... let's see. Okay, you can only hear one side. Yep, let me change that really quick, Miss Windup Bird. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear everything from both sides of the headphones from that, Miss Weinberg. Thanks for feedback. All right, so we have a Viking down bot. Cho'Gall looking pretty healthy still. And it's like, nope, objective is still pretty even on both sides. Our camp that was captured by the Sumuro do that much to the wall here. Up top, Ace is stacking almost halfway to finishing the U1 Axe quest. While down bot, Roni just wailing on these heroes. It's just not enough damage, no percent damage to take on the Cho'Gall. It's going to be a tough game. Just Ektar just healing like crazy. Up top, the top wall's down. Still have the fountain up top for minion miners. It's looking pretty advantageous because the longer that this objective gets held out and the longer that the walls stay up on both sides of Lurk Patrol's uh, bases, they can get to the late game. Both teams are at level 7. It's like pretty even, but because there's no Zerg wave, yeah, it looks like we're going to see Zul Jin get the Yuan Axe quest completed, hopefully fairly early, and Cho'Gall's going to be able to get to level 13 and 16 to just start wailing. Yeah, of course, Miss Weinberg. Thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate that. How's the Nazebo doing this game for you? I mean, in terms of damage, check it out. Oh, we have a kill on another Viking down bot. Samuro does take a Merc Camp top. Now they were able to take the fountain top, and as the Zerg wave comes, it's only 18%. Ace should be and Harlang should be able to take out the Zerg wave pretty easily. But this big Zerg wave bot is going to be pretty threatening marching down on this fort. Now all the heroes are rotating bot except for 2 Vikings. While they won't be able to help this fort out, they're trying to chip away at this Zerg wave as much as they can. Zerg wave still at 50%, still pretty strong. Level 10's about to come up for Lurk Patrol. Oh, and a kill up top on the Zul Jin. Nice job by Samuro there with the pick. Brony and Ektar just getting really good value down here. 1 Zerg wave. They're able to get the bot fort as well as the looks like the bot wall. And bot wall's going down. 5 HP. Bot wall gets saved by 5 HP. Dynasty says, how do you win an objective with early Cho'Gall? Well, I mean, you got a Nazebo and you got TLV. You don't have any percent damage. So, yeah, I'm pretty surprised myself. It's just playing pretty well into Lurk Patrol's comp here. They just want to get to the late game. Zul'Jin's already at more than halfway in terms of the Yuan Axe stacks here. Roni and Ektar able to just push pretty aggressively top. Cheese and Rice takes a loop hit, stunned out, and just won't be able to take it. Goes on down here. That allows a boss call from Minion Miners. I like that play right there. Now there's also a while Nazebo goes down bot, Nazebo does have the poison damage to take down Ace. Looking pretty nope, not gonna be able to escape. And that's 2 kills per each team. With a boss going down up top, it's gonna be defended pretty handily by the Cho'Gall and the Ariel. Now, Minion Miners playing the macro game here. They do need some force to just get some pressure on the objectives. This is going to be bot wall going down. Bot wall going, top wall, wall going top too. 593 HP. There's another camp steal by Samuro here. Brony sees it, pops the ult, and not able to Twilight Hammer them out. That's Amisha down, and Cho'Gall gets taken down too. Resurrection comes up. It's going to be in the middle of all the heroes. Ace and Harlock trying to create some space here. Heal comes out. Brony sees the play again, but the play again doesn't proc. I like the resurrection from Ektar there, just to keep the game in in play, like so they don't lose the momentum. They are down just a little bit in terms of XP. Cho'Gall is capturing the top lane while the Vikings are capturing the bot objective. Meanwhile, XR and Himbo in the Merc camp for pressure. A chase on the Zebo here. Ektar looking like pretty separated from the rest of the team. So running, already uses his Surging Fist. It's taken out just a little too far away for Ektar to do any heal. So an overextension slightly by the Cho'Galls there. Meanwhile, it's going to be an objective for Minion Miners because Ace and Harnock being just caught up in this macro, clearing this Merc cam down bot, and Himbo going to try to capture this top lane. We have Zerg being channeled for Minion Miners. Bot Ace trying to get some value. Stun. And we do have a double support on this hypercarry Ace. Ace pops the Zul'jin. Oh, and the Tazdingo comes on up. And there it is. Quest complete for Zul'jin. We do have a double axis coming up for the W. Meanwhile, Murder up top taking advantage of the siege camp. And there's going to be a big Zerg wave going bot too. This is why number isn't Ektar a Vikings player? Not too sure. Not too sure. I know that with the bans, they banned the Garrosh and the Maiev. So even if Ektar is a Vikings player, they're more afraid of the Garrosh and Maiev instead. Well, defending top. Uh, and the Gargantuan comes on out. This is going to be tough because there's not that much wave clear from Ektar, Ace, and Harnock on the Zul'jin, Lily, and the Ariel here. Cho'Gall coming down here to try to save the bot fort. I stun on Samuro. Samuro gets out just in time. Fort bot keep taken down to about half HP here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Berg gonna get some value on the top wall, but just maybe half a turret. 16's almost online for Minion Miners. There's an invade. This is a 16 advantage. Lurk Patrol has to be careful here. Oh, Brony pops the ult, gets maybe 2. Still tries to capture the objective. Very ballsy play here. And Cho'Gall gets taken down. Harnock looking really low also. Minion Miners takes down 2. Starts to march on this bottom keep. And instead of marching on the bottom keep, no, they go for a boss play. Cho'Gall's almost level 16s. I would have liked them to just give the Merc camp because they can just clear it very easily, but because they tried to go for the Merc camp. Oh, nice steal by Lurk Patrol, taking out 2 Vikings and just scaring the rest of the enemy team off. Will they be pushing with this top boss? Cho'Gall is up, defending the bottom lane. They're not going to be pushing with the boss here. Counter Merc camps being caught up, captured on both sides. Is the boss going to be given up free? Like Cho'Gall and Ariel are coming. No, they're gonna give the boss for free. So not much value from that boss capture, unfortunately. We do have another steal up top, but they're not even gonna push with this. Looks like the Lurk Patrol team, they're gonna try to play for objective. And we do have a Cho'Gall level 16, so the team fight is a lot more in favor of Lurk Patrol here. Let's see what they can try to do in this top lane. The Zul'jin hypercarry is bot. Zul'jin's making their way on top. Lily Dragon gets used up on some Samuro clones. Won't be up for another 40 seconds. And Ace hiding in the bush here. Doesn't get seen by Marshall. Marshall going to capture the bot. Ace is already on the way down. Well, as the rest of Lurk Patrol. Marshall just trying to be annoying here. Creating space so that the Minion Miners team can capture the top objective. And it's just a lot of wasted time walking back and forth because while Lurk Patrol's up walking back and forth, we do have a Mercamp pushing bot. They can only walk back and forth for long. Ideally, they get a team fight here. Ektar getting just completely hit. Oh, and nice ult out. The Plague comes on out, just neutralizing all the kills that Cho'Gall had here. Ektar getting focused down while Brony separates from the rest of the team. Cho'Gall looking really low here. Ace getting some value here. Resurrection comes on up, gets another Viking kill, and Misha will get taken down too. All in all, uh, even though there was Plague in with the Resurrection up, there was a favored team fight for Lurk Patrol. Mercamp is still pushing bot here. Well, just one plus a catapult. So Cho'Gall sees this, makes their way on down. Minion Miners knows that there has to be a defense down bot. Decide to take the top objective. 1.5 level lead ahead for Minion Miners. Getting down, we have a nice eye in the bush to see the enemy team. Stalemate in terms of objectives here. 19 has reached 4 Minion Miners. And looks like Lord Patrol going for their Merc camp. But because of that, they're already going to be giving some of the key. Brony Twilight hammers everybody out. Ektar gets stuck in the wall. Viking goes down. Oh, the ult from Cho'Gall only hits Ganjuan and Misha here. And Minion Miners leaving. So that's still a stalemate in terms of the objective. Goes down. Level 20 is about halfway away for Minion Miners here. So Lurk Patrol doing whatever they can, take advantage of this even talent here. Plagan comes on up. And looks like Lurk Patrol positioning themselves pretty well. Not susceptible to any ganks right now. The top lane pressure is pretty far top though. So they won't have an easy retreat top lane. Though there is a bottom push for Lurk Patrol with a Mercamp here. Draws the attention of Minion Miners away. Level 20 coming up about 8th of the way there. Ace gets some value at 60 stacks of U1 Axe. Pretty impressive. 20s are online. Looks like Cho'Gall and Oro trying to steal this camp here. They really like to steal it. Could spell disaster though, because Ektar getting focused and Brony with no peeling abilities, not able to save it. Ariel does have resurrection. This is not a level 20 resurrection though. Gets stunned out by the Misha. And Ektar getting focused even more, especially since we have the level 16 and 13 order to get Tax Squad and Executioner from the Vikings. Moonbow just doing a lot of damage. Just check out the damage stats here. 7 hero damage, but Nazeebo topping the charts. On this side, Zul'jin is the one that's going to be willing a lot. Now we have a full Zerg wave going down bot, while okay Zerg wave going up top, going to be able to take that keep too. So it's going to be a race to the core here. Now Lele gets taken out by Marshall. Nice flank right into the middle of that Zerg wave. So that's one less support for this Cho'Gall. So they only have burst healing right now. Ace and Cho'Gall have to be very careful here. Brony focusing the core straight up, already at half HP. Westcroft just melting Brony here. And we have the Executioner from Lost Vikings, but Rexar takes it down. Core down to 24%, 18%. Will they be able to protect it? No, and the core goes down. And we're heading into a game 3. GG's for Lurk Control. All right, I'm going to take a quick drink of water. I'll wait for the next game here. Dynasty says wild finish. Yeah, wild finish indeed. But that Zerg wave is just too strong. Alrighty, let's hop into game number 3. Hey, Bonk and Stark, thanks for the raid, you guys. Much appreciated. No game sound? Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I muted it. My bad. Thanks for that, Dynasty. Mrs. Wineberg says report Lurk Patrol for the for beating in the Zebo. All right, so we're in game number 3, Minion Miners against Lurk Patrol here. Don't know why the... Yep. Yo, what's up, Stark? Thanks for the raid, my man. Much appreciated. How are the in-houses, by the way? Were you in the in-houses playing? So for those of you who are joining, you guys just missed a Cho'Gall Braxis holdout game versus TLV Abba Samuro from Minion Miners. So and also in game 1 there was a triple support from Minion Miners. So gonna be some awesome, confusing possibly, but interesting comps coming up in this third game. We'll see. If you don't already know, this is a first place team versus a 7th place team matchup in a West. And this is the last game of the general season before the playoffs start. Now, both teams are ready. We are going into Cursed Hollow this game. Big macro plays here. Because Minion Miners can show that they do play TLV, they do play Abathur. A lot of opportunities for Minion Miners to play the type of macro game that they want to play. Now, in the previous games, the bans are pretty much the same. Lurk Patrol banning the Sonya and Deathwing, while we had Minion Miners banning the Garrosh and the Maiev. So Ektar says Minion Miners... Oh, hey, what's up, Ektar? Minion Miners win a maximum number of bodies on the field comp. So that's 3 from Samuro, 3 from the Lost Vikings. I'll say 2 on Abathur. That's 8. Plus 2 from Rexar. That's 10. Who was the healer? I don't remember who the healer was, but alright, there's like 10 people, so they fielded 2 heroes with the comps. Alright, so TLV and Abathur, they don't want any of those TLV Abathur macro comps here. Those are completely banned out, and no Cho'Gall from Minion Miners. Only thing left right now is to go to global heroes. So Ektar with the first global hero picked with the Brightwing here. And let's see what Minion Miners picks in terms of their abilities to play the macro game. Take one day off and look what happens. They falling apart without me, Sir Mac of Cheese says. You deserve a break, right? It's a nice little break before the playoffs happen. So Wesker with the Kerazim and Zul with the possibly double soaking cheese and rice. So we might see another double support comp here for minion miners. In the meantime, the Garrosh is open. And from what I gather, Garrosh is a pretty big pick for Lurk Patrol, but no, instead they go Nubrak takes being taken by Brumbe and Harnock going with the Comfort Artanis pick. So what I do like about the draft so far is that Lurk Patrol has hidden their DPS picks. So we really don't know what type of combo that they're looking to get right now. The Kel'Thas is banned. Meanwhile, for minion miners, they're hiding their draft composition pretty well. Zul can either solo lane or double soak. And the Kerazim can solo support, but probably better in a double support, triple support comp. Sir Mac of Cheese says, thick boys incoming. Let's see it. So you mean like Diablo? You mean Deathwing? Oh! You have a Varian. Varian and Nova picked by Marshall and Himibo. So possibly dive, but looks like a gank comp from minion miners here. Zul just takes care of soak. And to prevent that type of dive, we have a double support Zarya and Brightwing. I will say the Zarya pick will give them the advantage for the curse. Good team fight ability. Wave clear is kind of lacking for Lurk Patrol, so they'll have to play the team fights pretty well. Harnock and Brumbe switching out. Whereas the macro play from minion miners looking much stronger here. We got the Falstad and the Zul here to be able to soak up lanes while Kerazim, Variant, and Nova can just waltz around and go for ganks here. So Mac of Cheese says, cowards, all of them. We are tied 1-1 here. Again, for Lurk Patrol, they're gonna have to look for team fights. So, you know, going into invade camps, invade bosses, while the macro will be one of the main strategies that minion miners has on their plate. So for minion miners, we have Murdering on the Falstad, Himibo on Nova, Cheese and Rice on Zul, Wesker on the Kerazim, and on the Varian we have Marshall. While on the side of Lurk Patrol, Ektar is playing the right wing here. We have Gunny on Sylvanas, the Candace here. Looks like they switched back. Broomboy, the tank player on Nubrak, Ace, King Zarya. And it looks like they go for Cheese. So, no sense of Cheese being detected from minion miners. They're not splitting. Instead, they're going straight mid. See how long it takes for them to... Looks like they're guessing, and they're guessing correctly. They're guessing mid. Or they're guessing bot. So here we go. Sylvanas trait on up. Ace getting some good shield procs here. Does one turn down bot. 2 turns down bot. Meanwhile, we have a if here Ektar takes top. It's also going to be Broomboy, nice dive by Broomboy, but that's it. R10 taking tower shots pretty harshly here. This is an advantage though, because Marshall on the Variant is still a 4-5 minion. They can still go in. Ace, one more hit, and nice job by Ace sniping down that bot. 2 heroes. Cheese and Rice taking the mid lane while Zarya will be taken out by the tower. But 150 here. Boy just misses. Dive. Boy had very low monitor. Or comes in to heal. A while pushes happen. Nice swap by Harlock on Westworld. Westworld will be able to dash. While this is happening, there's an XP advantage being slowly taken up not only by Cheese and Rice in the mid lane, but Murder in the top lane. They're trading bot for these top 2 lanes. Ooh, nice swap on Hemibo. And so they're making up for the lack of experience from the lane soaking with some kills. They're going straight down to the bot. Varian still level 3 and Varian taunt online now. Oh, this is not a taunt Varian. This is a Twin Blades Varian. So no CC except for a root from here. Zul decides to arc back. This is straight towards the keep here. We have 5-man pushing bot. Murden decides to get some value top in hopes that this team can get the bot defense. Zarya goes down. Boy taking some shots. Oh, they're not playing this as well as they wanted to. The keep is down to a half HP though. Marshall looking pretty low. Will Gunny be able to confirm this kill? They do get the Varian kill. All in all, good push by the Lurk Patrol here, but they are going to have to try to catch up. They can ignore this curse if they want to try to go down bot again. Looks like pretty slow going for Murder in here. Did get the top fountain and wall, but the fort's still up. Same thing with the mid fort too. Do have fountain about to go down, and they are continuing this push bot. Try to help with this situation here. We do have Mercamp being captured. Bull pushing top. They're just ignoring it. Gunny diving in deep, taking a lot of damage, but has the... Oh, Ektar doesn't quite get the heal on Sylvanas here. That means Ace is going to be taking a lot of damage. They're just kamikazing this fort here. Gunny says, you meant Wind Blades? Yes, I meant Wind Blades. You are correct. Led XGD says, that's a death ball comp, definitely. I feel like they could definitely take that keep. It's just like a missed opportunity for the heals here. And there's just like separation of the team. Just for that first early Sylvanas kill from the keep. Here they go again. Talent advantage on Minion Miners here, but... Yep, looks like Lurk Patrol about to go smart down bottom keep again. Ace, heals, gets taken down to about half HP. Brightwing again late off the heals there. It's gonna be like a 7-second cooldown. Okay. Brightwing trying to get some soak top, but top force already gone. Cheese and Rice definitely going to get that mid fort here. And as much as I thought that Lurk Patrol could take this map win an easy win, it's an execution thing. I do think they do have a strong comp for a death ball push. Unfortunately, the momentum is just swinging so far in favor of Minion Miners that they're forced to play the Minion Miners game now, which is split into all the lanes. Gunny getting wind bladed out the wazoo. Oh, and Ektar misses the cleanse and is taken down. That's level 10s for Minion Miners here. Tough situation. I mean, the team fight is much stronger for Lurk Patrol, but they're not able to win it because they're losing so far on the macro now. Now this is a good call. So this boss play is gonna go straight bot. I do have a counter boss being packed on top, but if they can get this keep, that's a boss straight onto the core. It is early though, a level 11 boss, but let's see how Minion Miners decides to defend against this. They're leaving the boss to be hit by Murder and like pretty free. And Murder decides to leave now. All this bot keep gets pushed out. Boss starts going top here. Oh, and we have Interland's blast with 20. Westbrook pops the 7 seconds. Ace, the entire team looking really low right now. Marshall just wind blading out of their mind here. Oh, and the Brightwing goes down. Marshall doing some work here with the Twin Blades, and the Zarya goes down. Not looking pretty good for Lurk Patrol here. They're 3 levels down. We have a boss just going ham top here. I mean, keep for keep, but down 4 buildings to 1. Oh, nice swap by Harnock. The fort is straight onto Cheese and Rice. Nice play by Harnock there. Mario defend the top. Like Merc Camp going for minion miners on both sides. Marshall trying to push this bottom lane in. Curse is coming top. Interestingly enough, the third curse got captured by minion miners, so this curse will be pretty important. Otherwise, it'll be a hard push to defend from Lurk Patrol. Dynasty says this. I didn't know this was an ARAM map. Well, welcome to probably the craziest games I've casted, but the games don't matter. I guess that's why you can just experiment with whatever you want, right? Deathball comp, triple support, you got Cho'Gall, you got bodies comp, and CEC the Ronin. Thanks for the follow, by the way, much appreciated. Ektar coming on in. This is a 3v5 here. Hinterland Blast comes on out. 60 seconds. Marshall gets silence, but will they be able to get the kill? Do they get the kill? They're trading a cruiser camp plus a bottom support. So Lurk Patrol, even though they're down, they're slowly chipping away. They're taking advantage of their team fight advantage here. Not going to be much in terms of what minion miners can do in terms of defending this. But Murderin, nice interrupt by the Artanis there. Now why they captured this... Ooh! Polymorph on Murderin. Ooh, nice kill. I like Ektar's play there. Polymorphing the flight secured the kill. In exchange for that, there's a double Bruiser Camp pushing bot and a Siege Camp with a Zul pushing bot. Sorry, mid and bot. Meanwhile, Gunny coming up pretty far again. Already taking half HP. They're looking really low here. Now they're going for a trade in keeps. He's just sitting there. Oh, nice. I like the cocoon on the Kerosene. So no healings available there. Kerosene coming on out soon. 7 sorry, comes on out. And here comes Hinterland Blast with 30-second cooldown. Hits 3 heroes. And will they get this bot keep? This is going to be a race to the core. We have 3 camps pushing the Lurk Patrol, so they'll have to try to make something happen here. This is a 4v5. Silence comes on out. Varian goes on down. But we do have Cheese and Rice with a hefty wave. Minions just hitting on the core. The shields are down. That's 64%. 50%. GG has been called. Looks like, yes, the last game will go to Minion Miners. Alright, well, game summary up. See if I can get someone in for an interview. Alrighty, we have Marshall from Minion Miners. Marshall, congrats on the winning the game in the final game of the general season. How fun were those 3 games for you?
I'm gonna be honest. The first 2 games I loved. The third game, I mean, Come on, you're just slamming your head against the wall, like trying to break through. Come on, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, I
No, but
will
they
say
were
that
all
was
fun.
some of the craziest comps I've seen. And I mean, whether chat thinks that you are trying to experiment comps or meme comps, and this is from both sides, right? It was entertaining. I will say the triple healer comp, is that something that was uh, played in earlier games in the season?
No, not really. I mean, I think that we had an understanding going into this game that we were going to do some fun stuff. Both us and Lurk Patrol have a pretty fun relationship and everything. So we weren't like, I don't think either of us were, going all in, all crazy or anything. So it was just for funs, and yeah, it was awesome. That was super crazy. Oh my gosh, those picks were hilarious.
Yeah, the Ektar from Lurk Patrol says it went exactly as planned. Uh,
Yeah, that was fun.
they're fun to watch. I've never seen on Brax's holdout minimum bodies versus maximum bodies. I
Yeah, that was.
it was just like so interesting to keep up with. I mean, let's count off, right? You guys had Rexar, that's 2 bodies.
Yep,
TLV, that's 3. That's 5 in total. Samuro will count as 3. Who else was on
yep.
your guys'
And then
team?
so we had Abathur, and then Abathur at 10 can clone Samuro. So that I count that as 4 because you
Oh,
got
he cloned a
Abathur
Samuro.
way back, and then he has 3 more bodies. Yeah,
Okay, I think we're
yeah,
at 13, right? Who's the
that's a
5th
lot.
hero?
And we have Nazebo.
Nazib.
Nazebo just throws the little guy down. I don't think there's really. I don't know if there's anyone else we could have gone. We needed somebody to be able to clear the lane in some capacity. So we're like, well, he's got a little minion, so we'll just
Well,
slap that out there.
you had a Nazebo fan in the chat, so even though Nazebo can't clone themselves, you pleased a fan. You pleased a Nazebo
There you go.
fan. So
It's good. That's good enough for me.
yeah. Well, I mean, since these games are just like for fun and you guys like have a good relationship and it was entertaining to watch. I guess the main question is like how are you guys feeling going into this playoff game? Like you guys have a pretty strong advantage, and I'm not sure, but I briefly remember somebody saying that you guys expected to be in Nexus Division. Is that true?
I mean, I don't know what my team says throughout the season. They're a bunch of loose cannons. I can't control them. So I
Loose
can't
cannons that
confirm
play
or
very
deny
well.
those statements. But yeah, I mean, this is our fourth season in Div A, and we've definitely improved over the last couple of years. So hopefully, if we can have a good showing in finals or in playoffs and get to finals, then we could move up. But yeah, we're just focusing on this season right now. So
Wait, Marshall.
I'm hopeful that we will do well in final or in playoffs. But um, yeah, I think we'll do well. I'm counting on it.
Did you say this is your 4th season in Division A?
Yeah, we were in Div A. The first season was just Div A, and then what season are we on? 11?
Season 11. Yep.
Are we on 11? Yeah. So 9 was A West, 10 was A West, and then this is our 4th season in Div A, but 3rd season A West. So when we first started in A, it was all one division, but there's more players now, more teams. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
7th Ace coming in with the calculations here. If Nazebo had been taken by Nova, then you could have maximized those bodies. So just in case you want to pull
Oh
out in the
yeah,
finals.
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Thank you. Yeah, I'll run that back to the team for the
Thank you,
information.
7th Ace in chat. Well, I mean, before we go to the shoutouts, I do want to ask. I mean, you guys have been in Div A for 4 seasons, and you guys are playing extraordinarily well this season. What was the change going into season 11? That was it a roster change, or was it coaching, or was it synergy?
you know, well, what to answer? Like we're definitely playing much better this season than we've ever played, and it could just be, you know, I don't know how many seasons we've been together. I think we were in B 2 seasons before that, so this is like 6 or 7 seasons.
With
I
no
think for
roster
some of us
change.
might be. Uh, I think 6 seasons with no roster change. It could be 5 with no roster change. I don't remember. So we've just been together a long time. And last season we got the A West finals, and we kind of got stomped in finals. And the team that we got stomped by is now in heroic, I think.
The Team Happy
So
Cloud or something like that?
no, it's they were baby makers. I think they're still baby makers.
Okay.
Um, and the division before that, we got stomped by another team that's in heroic now. That's Cryox Tempest. So we've got to play against some like good competition. So maybe it's something about like us being able to reflect on what higher levels of play look like,
Mm-hmm.
and then learn from that or something. I don't really know. I don't know. We don't have a good answer. We're just focusing on improving in the off seasons and stuff. So we just had a good. I guess we just had a good run this season. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
been
I,
good for
I
us.
was like pulling for teams that have been together for so long. Like I'm assuming you guys aren't. Are you guys like IRL friends or just like met from
Yeah.
HOTS?
Well, we met. So me and Murderin used to go to school
Oh,
together
what?
back in high school, and then Himibo is my brother, and then Weskra is a cousin,
Are you
and
kidding me?
then Sir Mac and Cheese is a friend of him. So I've actually never met Sir Mac and Cheese
Uh huh.
before, like IRL. And then our sub tonight, Cheese and Rice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he is another friend from California. So yeah,
Man,
we all know each other IRL basically.
yo, that's so cool.
So,
So then
yeah.
you're like one of the few teams that if you guys like win the finals or whatever happens at the end of the season, you guys can actually go out for beers together. I love that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll all get together. That'd be a good idea. If
Hmm.
we win, then we'll try to make that happen.
Heck yeah,
Some
dude.
of us are still in California right now, and others in the South, but
Hmm.
we'll get them out here. We'll do what we need to do.
Well, thanks for
So,
sharing like the camaraderie that you guys have in the background for Minion Miners. Definitely a team to cheer on and a team to give you that good wholesome feeling. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go and have a good rest of your Saturday?
yeah, shout outs to Lurk Patrol. Lurk Patrol has been awesome this season. They've been super fun. I've enjoyed them being in the div, so this is pretty awesome. And then shout out to our team and shout out to the rest of the div, and shout out to the casters. We always appreciate the casting. So
Of course.
um,
Well, thanks for a
maybe
fun
if
three
the
games, and we'll see you in the playoffs. Thanks so much, Marshall.
sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. The last game of Division A, especially Division A West. And so I believe the next game, I know Division A East is coming up on Wednesday. We have two games coming up on Wednesday, starting the playoffs. But let's, while we are heading out, let me see who else I can raid. And while I'm raiding, what else does chat have to say here? The murdering's in 7th A. Just calculating this maximum bodies things. If you guys could pull that off with a win in playoffs, you guys just deserve to win the whole series. I'll just say that right now.
Megan was losing to Aljo like
Let's see here. Looks like we'll raid Jinxie Cat. Let's see. Sir Mac and Cheese says their range damage learned what attack move was. Oh man. Yo, Sir Mac and Cheese, that's so cool to hear about the team, man. I love that. All right. Ektar says the top half of last season's Div A got bumped. Holy shit. Can't imagine what it's like to play Div A last season then. Himibo. Yeah, of course, man. Hey, I'll see you in Storm League, dude. You and Murder, and I see you guys like queuing up all the time. Let me join you guys if you get a chance. And other than that, thank you guys for cheering on, joining this season, this stream, cheering on Lurk Patrol and Minion Miners on a nice, friendly game. And we'll see you guys in the playoffs.